All right, I'm so excited to show you guys how to set up a landing page and a lead box with Leadpages. Here I am inside my Leadpages account. You just access Leadpages at leadpages.net. I have a link to give you guys a 14-day free trial of Leadpages. Normally they don't do the free trials right now. So be sure to grab the 14-day free trial and decide if Leadpages is something you want in your toolbox of tools for your digital marketing business. But I really love Leadpages. I experiment a lot with different Leadpages, and I feel it's pretty easy to use once you get the hang of it. Okay, so what I want to load into what I want to create a lead page for is this PDF that I created, 21 ways to be unique and stand out online. Okay, so what I'm going to do is load the PDF somewhere where I can access it. And where I like to store a lot of my PDFs is just in my media library on WordPress. So if you're in your WordPress account, you can just go media and go to the media library or click add new, or if you're here, click add new. And then you can either select the file from your computer or drag and drop it. So mine is on my desktop. I'm just going to pull it in and it's going to load it up. And then this is the URL I will need when I am going to pull it up as a download either through Leadpages or through my email autoresponder. But that's the first thing that you're going to want to do. Now, Leadpages has a lot of templates. What you need to do is you can be in the Leadpages menu and then click Create New Page. And now it's going to pull up all these templates for you. I like the drag and drop builder. You can sort by highest converting. These are the ones that seem to work the best for people. And then you can filter here where it says all templates. You can filter by the type of template. So here, let's create like an opt-in page. And then it'll filter out pages that are opt-in, and then we'll just scroll down and find something that we like. I really like some of these designs that are just like, you can click on here and click preview, and this will load a preview of what the page looks like for you. So it just has a background picture and the report and how to get access, and then if you'd click on this, it would have a opt-in box. We can go backwards. So there's all these different templates to pick from. They have ones with countdown timers, a smaller opt-in box, and maybe something like this I like, where it has a little bit more beef to it, or this one. Let's look at this template. This one has a nice big picture in the background. I really like those big pictures, and then it has these are awesome. I really like these type of templates. If for a bigger sales page, this is one of my favorites, but for this one, I'm just going to do a simple opt-in page, so it doesn't have to be too fancy. Let me look at this one. Okay, this one has a place for your logo, and then a picture of the opt-in, a little summary, and just say, yes, I want it, and then a little bit more. Oh, this one has like a Facebook plugin, which we won't use for this, but I think this is a good one to pick from. So let's just use this template. Okay, so then it'll ask me for a name of the template. So I'll say 21 ways to be unique. And then click Start Building. So it's going to pull up the template, and now this is how you make changes to the template. Here, if you go to Layout, this is everything that is on the template. As you see, as I hover over things, that section highlights, right? So that's the header. They're calling this the hero section. I'm clicking on this call to action. It scrolls down. That's the call to action. And then there's the footer. Now, Leadpages separates their sections by rows and by columns. So you'll see in here, there's one section. It has one row and one column. But this one, let's see if we can go down to the footer and we click on that. You'll see that it has one row but two columns. And one column is a logo and the other column is this signature. So that's how it's broken out into sections, rows, and columns. So if we go back up to the top, and we'll just start at the top, I would put my logo in here. You would click on you would just click right on the logo image and see this is an image for an image. If you click on that, you can then upload all your images. I already have my logo, so you can upload your logo, and when it's ready, you just click on it. And you could put a title and alt text. For my logo, I don't really need an alt text, and alt text is what helps search engines find your image, but this is just my logo, so I'm just going to leave it blank. Okay, so it uploads it, and there it is. So I don't need something like this, but to delete it, so I can just come here and click delete. Okay, so now let's go to the next section, which they're calling it the hero section, but you can change the name here. If you want to just change the name to say description, you would just simply type over it and hit save. Okay, so now it's actually got two images. So that's an image, and then there's some text. And then this is text here. Now I'm going to say, you can just simply type over what's already here, and you'll say, looking for ways to be unique online. And say I don't like these colors, these aren't my colors. If you click on them, and then this will open up a dialog box where you can pick bold, italics, you can center it, or right and left justify, you would do that here. If you click here on the headline, you can increase the size by just clicking on the type. And then if you click on the letter, this is where you can move the size or the spacing between the letters, which is sometimes very helpful. See how it's changing the spacing. And then this is where you would pick different font. And here is where you would pick your colors. So if I go here, you can either enter your hex code. So you can either enter your hex code. What I use is the eyedropper tool if I can't remember what my hex code is. This will help you go and pick a color that you like on the internet. It's simply pick from web page and select a color, and it will tell you what the hex code is. So I have some hex codes that I always use. I'm going to make it this pink, and then I'll take the hex code here and move it here and hit enter. So that just changed the color. And this is where if you hit this link button, this would, if you wanted this text to hyperlink to another page, you would click that here. But that's as simple as it is to change something on the front of Leadpages. Now, let's say I actually wanted to put something totally new that's not here, like a video. What you would do is you would go to widgets, and these are all the things that you can add in to your lead page. So if I wanted to add a video, I would just grab the video widget and move it over and place it somewhere. See how it's highlighting? It's either highlighting between the column, it thinks I want to add a new column for the video, or if I move it around, it's now saying that I want the video either before the words, after these words, so you can just completely move it around. Like let's say I'll drop the video right here. So now it would put the video there and it would move the words down. You could then click here if you were doing a video and you would embed the code from where the video was, and you would get that from YouTube. So that is simple as that. Now I don't want that video there, so I'm going to delete it. And also it's super easy to move, to add, like if I wanted a whole new section, you'd click on add a new section and it would create a whole new section here that you could drag and drop buttons or just a spacing line. This is a line if you wanted to break up your test. So you can just experiment with different ways to design your lead page. I find it really, really easy to work with, just designing your page. It's so easy and just takes practice. Now, like let's say that you wanted to change this background color here. Now you can either click here and go to settings and click edit, section, style, and it'll bring you back to where you would have been here. It's the same as this call to action section. If you would just click here, it gets you to the same point. Now I want to change this background color. See how it says there's a blue color? Now I would just click on that, and let's say I want to make it more of a green, like that. I would just click that, click OK, and now it changes that. If you wanted this whole background to be an image, you could click here and upload an image, and it would make that whole background an image. And now let's move on to the lead box. Now this is where it's linked in Leadpages. What you need to do is click on it, and this is where you could type, like, grab this guide, right? You can change the words. You can also change the color, same as before here. Just put in the hex code as we talked about before. Change the sizing and the spacing and the font. But this little link box is what's the most important. If you click on that link, what it does is open up, see how it says My Lead Box, view the lead box. And right now it's linked. This would mean like I would unlink it, but let's view and edit the lead box. It opens up the lead box, and this is where you would make adjustments to the box. So enter your email below to enter your email below to grab your free guide. And then you would change the image here as before. I am going to just pick my logo for now. I'll insert that. But I am going to come back to this part in another video after I show you how to hook up your autoresponder. But you'll notice that Leadpages automatically saves your work as you've been going along, so it's saved. And so for now, we will pick this back up when I show you how to integrate your autoresponder.